What's up? It's your boy Rocksteady in the building. We back. The name of the channel is Rollin with Rock. If you've been here before, come on in. If you've never been here before, appreciate you stopping by. Check us out, hang out, and let's get it. All right, so today I'm going to be doing my review of the Saddlemen seat. So I had an opportunity to put about 500 miles on the seat, and that's supposed to be the minimum amount of time for the break-in period. So I have 4 categories that I'm going to rate the seat on. The first category I'm going to rate the seat on is appearance. So as you can see on the bike, this is a fantastic looking seat. The quality is nice. The stitching is nice. On this seat, instead of staples, it has rivets. So a lot to love about this seat. It definitely fits the vision that I have for my bike. And in that regards, I give the appearance an A. Second category is comfort. Now, in comparison to the stock Harley seat, this is definitely a lot firmer. Again, keeping in mind that there is a break-in period of approximately 500 to 1,200 miles before the seat is fully broken in. At this point, I can definitely say the comfort, I would have to give it a B. One of the nice things about this seat is it does move you up a little bit. So I do sit a little bit higher on the bike, but overall comfort, I'm gonna have to give it a B. Now let's talk about cost. So the cost of the Saddlemen seat, in comparison to some of the other ones, I checked out Mustang, I checked out Advan Black seat, and a couple of others. And in comparison, the price is a little bit more. However, this is a custom stitch. With the Saddlemen seat, I did get the rider's backrest. That is also, the mount is included in the seat. Normally that's something you have to purchase separately. So those things, and along with the passenger backrest, all of those things together, for me, the price was, it was good. It was good. Being that it's custom, I definitely understand there's a little bit extra with that, but ultimately I'm pleased with the cost of the purchase. The cost of the seat. The last thing I want to talk about is associated expenses. Now, one of the things that I did learn from this experience is that if I had to do this over again, I would have bought the seat first, and then I think some of this would have been avoided. But one of the associated expenses is, first thing I had to buy was a seat lock. So purchase a seat lock. With all the money I spent on that, I just don't want nobody to be able to just come and unscrew and walk off with my seat, So that was one of the things I did. Also, I bought a rain cover. This was optional, but thought that would be nice, to protect the investment. Plenty of money that I spent on this. I think the rain cover, put that up here, was $40. That was another additional expense. Now, in relation to actually putting the seat on, it moved me back probably an inch to an inch and a half. So with that, I can no longer get to my highway pegs. What the fuck? So I had to swap those out and purchase these so that I could get my highway pegs positioned properly. So that also makes me really want to, and I'm going to order these, the Zero 3D adjustable highway pegs. So these right here will be a lot better than these Amazon ones that I bought. Another additional expense that I had to incur was I can no longer reach my kickstand as easily as I used to. So I had to purchase one of these so I could, reach to the kickstand. Now I haven't put it on yet, so that'll be something I'll do real soon. But again, another associated expense. And the last thing that I know I'm going to have to change is my heel shifter. So right now, since I moved back a little bit further, my heel constantly hits against this and I have to kind of like lift it up and out in order to shift. And that's not good. So checked out the Harley heel shifter. That's how much that costs. Also checked out a couple of different ones here and here in comparison. So all in all, these were all associated expenses with purchasing and installing the Saddlemen seat. Now, the last thing that I'm still thinking about that I'm going to have to do is my windshield. So currently I have a Clockworks 12-inch windshield, and right now this seat makes me sit up higher on the bike. So where before I only had about an inch that I could see over the windshield, now it's closer to about 2 inches. I'm hoping that, you know, once the seat breaks in, I'll be able to sit a little bit lower. But right now, the one thing that my biggest concern is I'm getting a little bit more head wind buffeting on the top of my helmet and my head. If you know me about my neck, you know, that's a no-no. So definitely going to have to adjust to that if necessary. Definitely looking at getting a color windshield, but those come in the shorter sizes. So I may have to look at another option as far as a windshield. I believe there's a Freedom windshield, and there's a couple of other ones that I've got here. So all of that is associated expensive with purchasing the Saddlemen seat. So with all of that, my overall grade would be a B. I love the look. I love the feel of it. Everything about this seat is really nice. I did get the heated seat, so I haven't had to try that out yet, but I'm assuming that's going to be great too. But, you know, for right now, my grade is a B. After this quote unquote break-in period is, and I may even call Saddlemen and ask him, you know, what is a broken in seat supposed to feel like? Because this seat is it's firm, but it's comfortable. I rode the 500 miles, didn't have any problems with my back. Anything like that. You know, I did, of course, have to shift around, which like everybody does. But at the end of the day, it was a comfortable seat. It was just, you know, it's just one of those things where it's just a little firm right now. But that's my opinion. I appreciate everybody who stayed and watched the video. As always, you know, I appreciate you. I appreciate the support. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy Rocksteady, and I'm out. Peace.